Hey guys, so I haven't made a my thoughts video in a while, and that was not intentional. I was not putting it off. I was simply making sure that the real work I was putting forward was genuine. I was busy improving myself through my videos because, I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's all I got. Is me. So, um, and I enjoyed the shit out of making the past few videos, especially the revisit series, and the Subnautica videos. I know they're really, really long, but you have to understand, to make any sort of progress, I have to sit down and force myself to play for extended periods of time so I can acclimate and then overcome my phobia, because I have a serious, serious, serious phobia of the ocean. And it is incredibly, incredibly difficult to hide pants shitting terror every step of the way. Like, you'll see me hesitate to do anything over and over again. And especially in a future recording session. The next recording session, I fully intend to get cured. I want to get all of that stuff done in the next episode. Or not the next episode, but the next couple of episodes. Because otherwise I'm not going to want to play. Because just to sit down and do 1-2 hour session is not enough. I tried that, and I took such a long time to come back to it. I think the break between two different episodes was like 2 to 3 weeks, and that was only because I had to have some R&R after that. I had to recover because it takes a serious toll on my mental state to sit and play an ocean game when being terrified of the ocean. And that's one of the main reasons I'm not playing Below Zero. Not because I don't want to, but because I can't. I'm already pushing myself to play the original. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. If enough of you request it, I'll probably be peer pressured into doing it anyway. Fuck. But I'm really happy with how the last few videos have gone and the amount of progress that I've gotten. Because it's just so much. I've gotten so much done in a short amount of time. And I know just having a couple videos done is not really that much work. But I've been going strong with videos for over a week now. Almost 2 weeks. It's been almost 2 weeks since I've had a video out every single day. And that is a huge accomplishment for me, because I have not been in that kind of mode since my second year of YouTube, to pump out as many videos as I can and make sure there's one up every single day. Granted, I don't count my first year, because my first year I was putting up like 6 or 7 videos at a time. And most of those, the quality of those videos is hot garbage. And I really, 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 really love doing it. It's, while as rendering can be a pain in my ass, I love making videos. I have not exhausted my drive to make them. And that's kind of what I was doing with the Revisit series, was testing to see if that drive was still there. And I played these bunch of games, and I'm like, yeah, I still have the drive for this stuff. So let's keep going. That's not something that they took from me. I still own that. I think I only have a couple more games that I have on my list to do a revisit video on. Because I know for sure I want to do Republic Commando. And I want to do The Force Unleashed. But I'm not sure if there are any other games that you guys want to see a revisit on. Skyrim is a no-go. Because if I install Skyrim, I'm going to want to mod the shit out of it. And I mean that. I'm going to want to mod the ever-loving shit out of it. So no go. Because if I start modding games again, I'm never going to put them down. Like, it's been about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks since I've broken my modded Xenoverse 2 addiction. And only because I managed to break my game enough to the point where I'm like, yeah, I have to stop. And it's getting harder and harder and harder to figure out what mods are breaking and what ones aren't. Whew. It really warms my heart to know that I still have a passion for all of this. Because I was so afraid. Over this past year, I've been so afraid of losing that drive and just leaving my videos to sit and rot and letting the channel just die out simply because of some drama and some trauma, I should say. Drama and trauma. Didn't mean to rhyme that at all. But it got harder and harder and harder to motivate myself to even just sit down in front of my computer, is how bad it got. Like, I couldn't even look at my computer. My brand new computer that I'd gotten to advance my recording stuff and make everything that much higher quality for all of you. It got so much harder to just sit down in front of it because it was all I could think about for the longest time. And it sucked. Like, it really, really, really sucked that was my outlook on it for the longest time. And then quarantine hit. Well, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. The turn of events was at the beginning of last year. All this crap happened. And then as I continued moving on and doing my own stuff, it got harder and harder to do my own stuff because it was harder and harder to get away from the drama because the drama was overtaking my life. And starting to damage things in my life. But then, like, I broke away from that server. I made my own server. I got a bunch of people together. I met a bunch of people. And then quarantine hit. And everything kind of devolved. Because my computer died. For those of you who remember that, my computer died. And it died really hard. And there was a long period of time, I think it was 3 months of no content because my stuff was not set up yet. Like, I got a new desk, I got a new tower, I got new monitors, I got a new webcam, I still have the new mic that I'm not using because it's kind of wonky. Uh and it really hurt when it came around to the channel anniversary and I didn't have anything for the channel anniversary. Because normally what I do for my channel anniversary is I do my best of. And it would have been best of volume 4. And it didn't happen. And I was really upset with myself about it. And I was really sad. But at the same time, it really put in perspective a lot of the different things that I had to learn going forward. But then I did so many cool games since then, since I got this computer. Resident Evil 7, I'm still doing Devil May Cry 5. I have to get back to Amnesia Rebirth at one point, even though it's not just me that's not completed Amnesia Rebirth. I don't know what it is with that game. It just seems like anybody who's played it just hasn't finished it. In terms of a video series, like a Let's Play, I did Doom 2016. I'm doing Subnautica. Eventually I'll get back to The Evil Within. I'm doing my Revisit series. It very much is a case of my passion hasn't died out yet for making videos, for entertaining. It really, really puts in perspective to me that I don't want to quit. I'm just being pressured to quit. And I'm not about that. I mean, if you don't support what I do, cool. Didn't need you anyway. But if you're here and you support my videos and you watch them and you comment on them and you like them, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. And it would be a hell of a lot harder to do it without you. Now, I saved this specifically for the end of this video. Even though I have dropped the entire issue, I don't think I've ever really explained why. Because it may have seemed like an impulsive decision, but let me clarify something for all of you. The people I am fighting against and who are trying to shut me down every moment of every day because I keep telling the truth, they're attention whores. So spending as little time talking about them is exactly the way to get them off my ass. Because then they'll realize they can't get anything more out of me. And I've wasted enough time dealing with them. I really have. And it's to the point where I could care less what they think of me or who they tell what kind of person they think I am. Because for those of you who believe them and don't want to get the other side of the story, and understand the truth, cool. Didn't want to know you anyway. 'Cause that's really shallow. It's really shallow to just take someone else's word on who someone else is without making your own assessment. Because you could really like that person. Your buddy may just not like them for personal reasons, or because they did one thing that they didn't like particularly. Cool. I am very much an equal opportunity type of person. Everybody deserves a chance. Unless I have seen with my eyes terrible things that these people are doing, I give them a chance. I talk to them. I try to get to know them. I reserve all judgments until I know more. And that is called making an informed decision. So, yeah, that's all the time I'm going to spend on that. I don't generally care for talking about it, especially right now, because it's really late, which is kind of my life right now. I'm up really late, always trying to sit down and record a video. I think I only have one more video in the stockpile before I need to sit down and record more. But that's endless hours of rendering, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I absolutely love the shit out of it. Not the rendering part, because the rendering, I can't really do anything. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play the rest of Devil May Cry 5. Because I think I only have 3 or 4 episodes worth left. Well, maybe 4 or 5. Because I want to split up the last 2 missions. Because I'll have stuff to talk about them. Because I haven't really gone into depth about how complex a lot of the Devil May Cry characters are, despite the game not being too terribly complex. I mean, for those who are not good at the whole stylish hack and slash, like me, I'm not that good at it. It can be a little complex at times. But it is really interesting because I've played all of the games. I played them in order. Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4. And playing 5, seeing the culmination of all these characters is really something. It's really something to behold. And that's kind of why I did it, because I wanted to get the full scope of the story. Oh, there's something in my nose. It's all itchy. And I love the absolute shit out of it. Because, yeah, over the next week or 2, it'll probably only be DMC5 and Subnautica. But then I'll be diving back into the older stuff that I have yet to finish. Alien Isolation, Amnesia Rebirth. It'll be weird to get out of... To pull out of Devil May Cry and going to less combat-oriented games. And more story-driven games. Well, stealth-driven games, because you gotta be stealthy. In terms of Amnesia or Alien Isolation. Amnesia Rebirth, the stealth option is there, but generally I just run away from things. And if I die, oh well, there's a respawn mechanic for a reason. But anyway, that's enough. I think that's enough of me prattling on. This will probably be one of the shortest vlogs I've ever made. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate any of you who take the time to listen to my thoughts. It gets harder along the line to not make these half-hour videos and hour-long discussion videos. And I'm trying to take less pauses in between words because I tend to do that. I tend to take unnecessary pauses to recollect my thoughts. But then that leads to me having more stuff to talk about, so I'm just gonna cut myself off here. So as always, I appreciate every single one of you. Click the links in the description below for more videos that I've done, smacking into my pop filter like an amateur. And as always, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!